Welcome back. I know what you're thinking. Where have you been, Trent? Well, learning, I guess you could say. Planning. To give you guys little updates, I finally updated the website to a new theme. I hope it's more interactive for everybody to see more articles. I've been really trying to focus on getting some more articles out there. There's a bunch of new ones on there. I think 4 or 5 new ones on there so far. And finally finished project one. I am very excited about that because it took a lot longer than I planned, but I'm very proud of myself for sticking to that. Being consistent is very important, and I will touch on that later in this video. 2 hours every day of just writing. Finally completed my full fitness course. So happy with the feedback. Everyone's really enjoying that. I'll put it in the description if you want to check it out. So yeah, that's pretty much the new updates. Here with my nice big mug of water. My parents think I got this for beer or wine or something like that, but it is very big. I just got it for water. They still don't believe me. But other than that, let's get on with the video. I'm here with my lion Bubba up there. I painted that, Just kidding. My mom did. Alright, hey, bear with me. I haven't filmed the video in a while, and I'm excited to get back on the channel. So, today I want to talk about the 6 strategies you can use to reach success in your fitness goals. They're a little different of things you've probably heard before. The first one's really going to get you. It's lock in your fitness goal and then forget it. What? Okay, yeah, so I want you to have your fitness goal. You want to lose weight, you want to lose muscle, or as you can see, yes, I've lost some practice. You want to build muscle or lose fat. Okay. Get that goal. You can plan out your diet, plan out your routine when you're going to lift weights, and what time of the day you're going to do that. And then after you get that stuff locked in, forget about it. Okay. Focus your attention on a new goal, hobby, your career, starting a business, anything of that, because what tends to happen, a lot of people are they're getting hooked on fitness, and that's fantastic. I feel like we have the power to change how our body looks and feels, so why wouldn't you? But the problem is everyone's getting hooked on fitness, and that's all they talk about, that's all they care about, and there's just far more to life than living in the gym or kitchen. That's the main philosophy behind GTM Fitness. And if you constantly obsess about your goal, like a perfect example that happened to me was I really wanted to hit the PR of 225 on the bench, a few weeks ago. I finally just switched from incline to flat bench a little bit. I'll definitely be doing a video on like exercise rotations and how to keep the strength progressions rolling. But anyway, I was working on a flat bench because I haven't in a while. I was really focusing on the incline presses to build the upper chest, but that's besides the point. Another video. Anyway, I was so pumped about hitting 225 on the bench. I thought about it every second of the day. And, I even watched videos, pumped myself up, made sure my form was good, and just thought about it. Told everyone, yeah, I'm going for 225 today. And when I got to the gym, I fucked up. I don't know what it was, I was going for 5 reps, but I only did 3. It's like I got like so excited, I messed up, and I don't even know how that's like possible. But I messed up, I have no explanation as to why that happened. I got it next workout beautifully. I actually did 6 reps. But the problem is, like, why did I mess up, And anyway, I don't know the answer to that question. But the problem is if you think about it too much, if you think about eating too much, if you're on like a fat loss diet, if you're constantly thinking about your next meal, you're going to be hungry, you're going to be miserable. You have to find other things to fill its place, so you don't think about it. Then you hit the gym, you break new PRs, you get out of there, When it comes time to eat, you know what to eat, you eat it, and you go do something else. I actually been working on GTM Fitness so much lately with new content, I forget to eat. It becomes 8, 9 o'clock at night, and I only ate like 500 calories that day. And for me, trying to put on some muscle, I need to be eating upwards of like 3,200 calories each day. Fast metabolism, it's a blessing and a curse. And that's not good. It's already 9 o'clock and I got like at least 2,600 calories to eat. Although that is kind of fun to do at night, but sometimes it gets a little tough. But anyway, so the first thing to take away is lock in your fitness goals and then learn to forget about it until it's necessary, And that leads me to the second strategy. I like to call it strategic obsession. Okay, I know that sounds weird, but it sounds pretty cool. At least I thought it did. And that is exactly what I kind of just mentioned. You want to really focus down, especially if you're new to fitness. If you're new, you're just getting started, you don't really have that luxury of maybe just eyeballing food, or maybe like, oh, I'll put my calories in my tracking app later or something like that. You got to be diligent, you have to be disciplined to track your stuff, track your lifts, or you're not going to see results. I've been doing this for a while now that I kind of remember what weight I lifted each workout, just kind of in my mind. But even I forget too. I track it on my notes and on my phone. If I didn't, I might feel tired one day and maybe think, oh, instead of doing 170 pounds on the shoulder press, I just feel tired. I only put on 160. If I forgot about it, well, that's not doing me any good. No matter how you feel, you gotta try to make one more rep, 2 pounds, 5 pounds, whatever. You gotta make those constant improvements. You can't just go off emotion. You'll never progress. That's how people get. They stay in the rut. So yeah, to touch on the strategy again, strategic obsession. I like to create the big picture of things. Take a day out of the week. Sunday, Monday, usually Sunday. Everyone starts the week on Monday, but it might be different. Create the big picture on Sunday. Try to plan ahead for the week. What meals are you going to be eating? When are you going to work out? Something come up on Wednesday, so maybe you'll move your workouts to Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday split. It all works. You got to be flexible. And are you going to be heading out on the weekend for drinks with your buddies, or you have a nice date? Well, don't let that be a surprise to you and ruin your goals. Plan ahead and save some extra calories for a few drinks. Take one day out of the week, so just have an idea of that. Just having an idea makes it so more efficient. It helps tremendously in sticking to your goals. If you didn't track that, you could overeat in the morning, then you still go out at night and put yourself in a huge surplus, and just ruin that calorie deficit. An example like that. Planning ahead, or just even having an idea, helps so much. The third strategy, and that's maintaining simplicity. I can argue that at any level you're at in your fitness, you have to keep things simple. First of all, because if it's very complicated, you're getting burnt out or just trying to do too much, it's not going to be enjoyable. You're not going to be able to stick to it. So especially for beginners, if you're trying to do too much, you're probably going to get bored with fitness. You might even hate it, and or it just might be very difficult, and that starts to take away from things. I really see fitness as a tool to improve other areas of your life. And now what I'm trying to say is, I apologize if I'm rambling a little bit, but what I'm trying to say is, if you're new, your first goal should be just gaining strength. You should be trying to get as strong as possible before you think about anything else, because that's your foundation. Lifting heavy in the 4 to 8 rep range is going to account for 80%. Yeah, I think 80 is it. 80% of your muscle gains. You have to get very strong to actually see muscle, and that muscle is there to stay too. And it's actually exactly how I designed Project 1. In the goal setting chapter, I put the strength standards that are what I like to call the turning point in your physique. Once you hit those goals, you'll be more knowledgeable, you'll be looking fantastic, And then you can even use that new motivation to take things further. But after you gain that initial strength foundation, then you can maybe look, oh, I have, my shoulders can use some extra work. I want to work on my biceps a little bit more. If you try to, like, whenever you first start fitness and nitpick all that stuff, like, oh, I got to specialize on this muscle group. Oh, I want to gain strength too. Oh, I want to add some pump work to kind of fill out. No, that's too complicated. Make things simple on yourself. Get really strong as fast as you can, and then maybe you can add in some, higher volume work, focus on a lagging muscle group, and so on. Remember that. That's very important. Okay. The fourth strategy to reach success in your fitness goals is maximum effort. Now, you probably heard this everywhere, but you can't do half-ass sets. You can only get so far whenever you're starting out. Like, those newbie gains, as some people may call it. Like, even if your form's a little shaky, you can still make gradual strength gains. But whenever you start lifting heavy weights, you can't just walk in there, okay, I'm gonna load up the incline press and start going like this, going through. No, that's just not gonna happen. You're gonna lift it off, it's gonna crush you. As you get up to like the 185, 200 and above, you can't just do that. You have to, whatever you do, as in if you gotta listen to music, jump around. I jump around, shit, man. Right before the workout, I get excited. You have to prepare for battle, and then you can lift that heavy weight. And that's how you're going to make improvements. That's how you're going to build muscle. Because if you get stronger, muscle will follow. Definitely. You just can't argue that. If someone's doing pull-ups with 100 pounds attached, they're going to have a big back. If they're curling 135 pounds, their biceps are going to be developed very nice. It's simple. So that's why I said get strong as you can as soon as you start. The next point, track your progress. If I had to pick a strategy that's the most important thing, tracking your progress, it is, hands down, because you can't go to the gym without knowing what weight you have to lift. You won't be able to make constant improvement. You have to track your calories if you want to lose weight or even gain weight, to be in a surplus or a deficit. And most importantly, you have to track your body part measurements and all that together to know even if the program is working. If you're not tracking any of that stuff, you might just be spinning your wheels and nothing. You're not getting anything out of it. So you must track your progress. Just going off of how you feel or off your memory is not enough. I mean, I have terrible memory. Maybe that's because I just want to remember the things I want to remember, but I don't know. So anyway, you got to track your progress, hands down. It's so simple nowadays. Like, use your phone in the Notes app. Whenever I first started, I was so serious. I made a nice Excel chart. But I can understand, you're busy. You don't have time to, put everything in an Excel chart. But it really does help. That's actually what I do for my personal coaching program. That's a requirement. You have to put all your data in the Excel charts so I can manage it and see the progress you're making. I can fix any problems we may face. So, track your progress. And the last, sixth, and final strategy you can use is learn patience. Learn how to be consistent. How I mentioned finishing project 1, writing 2 hours every single day. No matter what part I was at, if I had to edit text, do some background things, add in pictures, or just create something new, I used those 2 hours every single day. I didn't skip anything. I just went right through it, no matter how long a section took. And before I knew it, it was finished. It actually reminds me of a really funny story. I ran into a friend that I haven't seen for like a year. And he was like, holy shit, you put on some muscle, you're not that skinny anymore, which I loved hearing that, right? And he kind of thinks like, oh, I don't have the time to dedicate myself to working out, and shit, I work out like 3 hours a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, an hour, hour 15. Sometimes it's like an hour 20, hour 30 minutes if the gym is crowded. If you get like a nice empty gym and you're really good on your rest times, I use my phone app, the little clock app. You can get out of there in like an hour, hour 15 minutes, and that's it. Who doesn't have the time for that? I feel like that's very, very lifestyle friendly. But to answer that question, what else would you be doing? If you don't have the time for it, like, you do have the time for it, And just to see how shocked he was, and he asked me, like, what gives, what have you been doing? I was like, I've been lifting for the past 12 months since I last saw you, If he was doing that too, he would have went through the 12 months and probably would have looked fantastic, So it's like the most important takeaway is the perfect time to start anything is right now, okay? Not tomorrow, not next week. If you want to do something, do it now. That's exactly why I am making this video, and I'm gonna upload it. It's not gonna be that great. I know I was rambling a little bit, but you know what? I'm doing it right now. So that's your main takeaway. So that's it, guys. Those are the 6 strategies you can use to help reach success in your fitness goals. I hope you enjoyed it. Please thumbs up or welcome, and comment below. Let me know what you think. What topics you want me to talk about. I'm definitely going to be doing more videos. And yeah, guys, I'll have the link to my site. You can check out the new theme, new articles. Project 1 will also be down there. And I also have 3 free ebooks. If you want to check those out too, those are on the page. And yeah, guys, talk soon.